What's up guys, this is Void of Just Gaming, your channel for fresh Arena Valor content, and today we are going to talk about the latest addition to the hero selection, and that is Bright. Bright is supposed to be some kind of opposite character to Lorien and all sorts of dark pieces. Obviously his name tells us that he's really bright, he's got this light effect stuff going on, and therefore he seems to be the Hand of Justice or the Hand of God. I played Bright a couple of times and I don't really got the hang around so far. This is the thing that I need to mention at the beginning of the video. He is neither meat nor fish. That is somehow the character design, how the designers came up with it. So he is, of course, a range hero. He's some sort of melee hero as well. So we've got a sword that transforms into some kind of spear, and things are going a little bit crazy. So you have to be careful about your distance to other enemies. I've seen him a lot in the jungle. On the lane, it doesn't seem to make that much sense. Like, I don't really see that many Bright players, and that's something that I need to mention. First, he was super overpowered, and everyone was like, oh my god, I'm get completely destroyed by Bright in some of the matches. And then afterwards, it's like he's gone. I don't see any Bright players on the battlefield whatsoever. We see a lot of old characters. Now we have the rework stuff with the true damage, and Bright seems to have left the building. So I'm kind of, is he bad? Is he good? And I've got mixed feelings about it. It's in between, I'm super useless, or I'm close to a pentakill, which you are going to see in the upcoming video as well. So I don't really know how I should feel about him. Of course, if I know that I play him a lot more, maybe he feels a little bit more natural, but so far, I don't think that he is a good hero for beginners. Even I, as an intermediate player who got through all the abilities and stuff like that, and who has some kind of idea, I don't have any idea about it. That's the truth, and you are going to see that in the upcoming video. I don't see any Brights right now, and therefore I thought we should get some content about it. Here is today's video, Bright. And here comes the fun stuff, and this is the first thing that I need to mention about the whole shit. I played him in the lane. I don't know how it happened. I think I wanted to play him in the jungle, so I jumped right into the game so that you guys are not missing anything. I think I wanted to play him in the jungle, and then Butterfly locked in, and therefore now we have to deal with it, and now we are a character on the lane with Aram, and this is Bright in the lane. I don't think that this is the thing where he succeeds, but you can play him here quite safely as a marksman, and that should work out well. Yeah, there we go. We've got the javelin, and now we are switching to the sword in order to get to the enemy. I mean, from the idea behind it, I'm quite sold. You've got the spear. With the spear, you're marking your target with different marks, and then as soon as you get next to them with your first ability, you are going to deal extra damage because of the marks that you inflicted so far. So the theory is cool. I'm good with that. And you've got this really nice ability number 2, where you are dashing towards something. It's not really a dash, it's more like a lunge or something that you know from Florentino. And then afterwards you are going to get some health from this idea. And there we go, first blood. Of course, these scenes are good for YouTube, but instead, here we go, and I was killed. Unfortunately, high risk, high reward. We've got a kill, we were killed, we got an assist, so that's nice. But Arthur just basically shreds our team here, and we are on a 2-3 right now. Butterfly has been killed. So not the best start in the game, but nothing to worry about because we can still turn it around. We've got some enemies here. I can't remember the game anymore. It was quite late actually, I guess, or it wasn't, but in this, I know how the game flow went, and I know that every single minute up to the very end, I felt quite uncomfortable because I just don't really feel that I can unleash his full potential. Maybe it's me, but then on the other hand, this is some kind of play testing so that you guys see that he is not the easiest of characters, and I think that might be the case why you don't see him that often, especially not in ranked in Diamond. Some of the players won't have received him. That's maybe one cause, and the other cause is of course that you have to know what to do with him. That is quite important. That's important with every single other character. And then of course you have the problem that, are you going to play something that you know how to play and how to carry, or are you going to play something for trial mode or try-hard mode? And that's definitely the case with him. So let's go through the abilities, because I don't think that all of my viewers know about it, and I've just opened some documents so we can have a look on the gameplay. And then on the other hand, we have some theory battle here going on as well. Should not follow here. So we've got the abilities. He's supposed to be some kind of marksman warrior split, as I already said. And you guys, even if you haven't played against him, or if you have not had the chance to get him, you will know, or you will already have seen that he's got some kind of sword in his hand, and he has a spear in his hand as well. So he's got some kind of control ability, some kind of, I don't know, critical mask or something, where he can kind of develop things. Maybe think of him like the Green Lantern. He can just get stuff from his thoughts, or I don't know how the process works, but it doesn't really matter. So he switches in between, and the switch is based on the area where you stand. So if you are standing a little bit farther away, you will get the range ability. And if you are closing in and you're standing next to, oh my goodness, what a luck shot. And if you're standing next to an enemy, then you will receive your sword. He does that automatically. There's nothing that you need to do about it. He is just going to switch in between those two weapons, depending on how far you are standing away from an enemy. But beware, that of course is important that you know how to switch between heroes and minions, because otherwise you're going to switch to the sword and you are not attacking with the champion. So be aware of the fact that you've got 3 buttons down there. So first ability, something that I need to mention here as well is, if you are going to use your sword, it deals additional damage if you had marks on it before. So that's what I already said in the beginning of the game. You will receive some kind of marks, and if you got the marks, then what's going to happen? You will inflict more damage every single time you use your sword. That's the passive. That's your passive. The next ability is a light wave. You dash forward and then you throw a spear. You get slows, you gain brief vision over the enemy that you have been marking, and you will mark them as well. There will be a mark inflicted on them because, of course, you are going with that spear. I'm sitting on a 5-2. I can't even remember that the beginning of the game went so well, but of course he's strong. Like, that's nothing you should not take into consideration. He is a strong hero. If you play him a little bit on the defensive side, everything is going to be good. So you should be a little bit careful, and then things are going to fall into places because he's got the ability power and he can make things work. So that's that. Second ability, you flash towards, as I already said. Oh my god, I'm super invincible right now. 6-2! And I have been killed even while I was in the form, but we're coming to that later. But remember that scene where I was hit by the tower shot that struck me when I was already away and I was invincible at first. So we've got the second ability. You are going to flash towards the target, and then your attack speed is going to be buffed by 50%. When attacking a marked hero, you can reset the cooldown timer of this ability, and you have a 3-second healing effect by doubling it a short period of time, blah, 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 blah. Okay, you've got the healing, you've got a dash, and you will hit multiple times because your attack damage, your attack speed is going to be improved by 50%. So that's your kind of go tool every single time you moved in. Here we go. Okay, I was trying something here. Didn't work out the way I wanted it to. Doesn't matter. You can work with it, and you have seen what I was all about. Oh my god, he deals so much damage. That's really, really crazy. And now I have been caught by the enemy, and now I need to get out. And I need to be super careful right now, not overexposing, because there are a lot of templates from that Alistair. Okay, I've got another kill. Nice. Nice, and thanks. And I didn't want to steal that one, but I tried. Report Arthur. There we go. Okay, so ultimate ability, and that's the thing where your bread and butter is, and that's super special about this hero. You are transforming into a holy soul where you are technically invulnerable for 3 seconds. You have seen that, and you can see that from a marker. You will be... Oh my goodness, that was so close. That was... If that would have killed me, I should have closed my YouTube account. Okay, so you are invincible or invulnerable for about 3 seconds, but the problem is once the timer has passed, all the damage that you have taken from all these different sources, for example, from Violet and Grog, all the damage that would have been inflicted to me is kind of put aside, and as soon as the ultimate was off, the damage is inflicted. So, I don't know, let's say we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got 1,000 health, and Butterfly or Violet does 700 damage to me, and Grog does 100 damage to me. That would mean if I was on full health when I was engaging them in my ult, I would have been left with 200 health. That's just how it works. And if you are able to kill one of the targets, or the sources, let's rather put it like that. If you hit one of the sources and kill them while they have been inflicting damage to you, the damage is negated. That means from our example, if 1,000 hit points have been attacked by Violet and Grog, Violet would have dealt 700 and Grog would have dealt 100, and me and my team, or Aya and my team, would have been able to kill Violet while I was in the invulnerable, super godly, holy light, whatever the stuff is called, state. That damage would have been cancelled and only 100 damage would have been applied. So you should always keep in mind, that was so fast that I could not react and press everything. So yeah. That's how fast games can change in Arena of Valor, and that's the beauty of this game. So You should always keep in mind that you are going to kill, or your main target then when you are in ultimate state is you are going to kill the target or the source, the enemy that is able to inflict the most damage to you, because that just means that that damage is not applied. Of course, if you engage as one bride in a 5 enemy encounter and they will kill you, or they will inflict millions of damaged things to you, you can't cancel all that damage even if you kill one of them. So you need to be super careful. It's not something that makes you invincible for 3 seconds. That's important to note. So you're not invincible, you're just invincible for 3 seconds, but then your history is going to knock at your door and tell you, look, this was the damage. So that's kind of important to know, I guess. Oh, that was a good example of how he switches between melee and range attacks. So the game is looking quite okay so far. It's 26 versus 15. I am a little bit buffed. I've got 7 kills and 10 assists. So things are looking quite okay-ish. We've managed to push through to 1 tower. That one on the bottom lane, and we've got basically just 1 tower left on the other lane, the middle lane, and now this is the first Darkslayer. So 12 minutes have been played. Things are looking good. I put in some health juice, and now what we need to do is group, get the stuff with us, all the minions, group around the whole business, and just go in and finish the job. That would basically be the mission that we need to accomplish. We've got a butterfly on the enemy team. I'm basically back to full health again right now. I'm able to dish out good amounts of damage, and now we are hard stuck here, and I'm killed in the middle of the games. As you can see here, that was a perfect example. 5 enemies hanging around. I let myself get hooked by Grog. Another really nice hook. Grog is really owning us here at that stage of the game, and there's nothing we can do about it. Not even Arthur is dead after the first encounter. So 3 of us have been killed, and on the other team, everyone is still alive. Now Butterfly tries to go in, but I think she did not really take into account that Alistair still had ult. That's really a shame that he has this really good control ult, but we can't help it. It's the way it is. It's just the way it is. It's the way it is. Oh, super careful about that. Okay, so we've got another kill in here. I want that Violet because she is quite dangerous in terms of my team, and basically it was completely payback time. We killed them right in front of their base, and now they have been killed in our base. Unfortunately, they played it a little bit better. So 2 players have been they killed 1 person and we killed no one. So they played it a little bit better, and now I'm getting to get the first item in this row in order to make it work. I thought about another damage item. I thought about bow, but then I said to myself, I would rather go in with the combination of the ultimate on the one hand and the Blade of Eternity on the other hand. So you need to take the build that I've shown you and adopt it to the game state that we are in right now. That was the mindish idea behind this. So I'm trying to stack up some gold here just in order to finish the item earlier. And now it's an Abyssal Dragon time. The thing is, Abyssal Dragon has already been transformed into the Enraged Abyssal Dragon, which is always really important to kill it because a lot of Codex quests are focusing around that, and we killed it. Guys, this is important. If you kill the Enraged Abyssal Dragon, take the Dark Blessing. I've seen so many people, or so many players, just running away from it. Like, this is the stuff that you are going to kill it for. And now, guys, please be aware of this encounter. This is going to be the most important encounter throughout this throughout this video, because this is going to show you the potential that Bright has. Our team is completely messed up right now, and I am going to shred through them. I don't know how I did it. I don't know how it worked. I even killed him, and now I got the item, and the item didn't work. Oh, it worked. There we go. My bad. And I was killed by that. So I've got the quad kill. It was close to a penta, and my team was already dead. So that's how good Bright is, and I don't even know what I did. I would need to re-watch it in slow-mo, and then I kind of knew what I did in that scene. But I don't. Like, I saw it now, and I haven't got a clue. And now they just kill Violet like this. It's a shame. That would have been, I think, my first mega kill. I think I never had one before. I need to look it up in my details, but I don't think that I have ever made a mega kill before. So this is how good he can be, but then you should know what you did, because obviously I don't. I haven't got a single clue what I did in that particular scene. I don't know about it. The whole thing might be quite controversial. Maybe you guys are playing against Brights all the time and you win all the time with them and you're super good with them, but in this case, Grug fucked up the whole team fight every single time, and I just did not find a good possibility how to deal with him. Like an answer to this. An instrument or something. There's he's with exact same scene. And now he hooks Butterfly. Butterfly is dead immediately right after it. And I think, I don't want to tell, but I think this team fight is not going well either. Yeah, there we go. I'm killed. You're not a frontline player. That's something that I can tell for sure. You are supposed to be a warrior. That's fine, but you're not the sort of warrior that Arthur is. You're not an Arthur. You are not. You're not an Arthur, and you're not Richter or something like that with the abilities. And here goes our loss. I wanted to show you this video because at the beginning it was looking quite good, and then we basically just blew it up. But I think the game is not only bright sides, but it's also dark sides. And here we go. That wasn't the best game ever. It's my 5th or 6th Bright match. I don't want to stress it too much. Butterfly wasn't that good, to be honest, and the Lubu, but things like that do happen. We got some damage, and we had a lot of fight participation, so that was fine. And yeah, I hope you guys liked it. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, I would be happy if another subscription comes in, and every like is of course highly appreciated. So have a nice evening, and bye bye.